Boa, dobar tim. Masara, Lance, McAllister, Marmoš, Kojit. Ne znam. Pa će da vidimo.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here? He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Massaro, that's been cut out, well played. A probing pass. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, what has happened here? In towards the back stick. Well read, and the danger is averted. Shoots!
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Op. Bravo.
Now this could be a chance.
Ajde.
It could be Rummenigge!
Tako je, bre.
They've done it!
Uživo.
And they're at it again in double quick time.
Jesi tu piši mi na
A
WhatsAppu?
momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to
Mamu
stay
ti
focused
jebem,
at
ti
all
mamu
times.
jebem.
Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
O, jebate, ne bi prošao.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Shifted upfield. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Nedved is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that could send him on his way.
Ajde, Pele.
Tele
A
gets
jebem
through on
ti
his own.
mater, kako mi koči internet.
Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Pička jedna. Znao sam.
Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Pa ćeš kurac. Tamo je Turan.
Looking to play him in.
Ajde.
Just the goalkeeper. Can he finish?
U mamu
It's hit
ti
the
jebem,
upright.
ti mamu. Alo.
Ball is over the line.
Nemam sreće, pa to ti je.
Xavi Alonso. It's a pretty
Liga,
loose
liga.
pass.
Nemaš
Well,
duže,
they've got it
to
back
je
in a
ovo.
hurry.
PSV have
Koja
really been
otvorena
terrific
Mateusa
at
jebem.
snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Ujoj.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. McAllister. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this.
Mateo svaka mu čast.
Can he get on the end of this? And they win it back again.
Uz njemu je falo, nema ništa. Jebem ti, Femir.
Marmouche. And reclaimed it in a
Loše
trice.
dodaje.
Massaro. Great
Ajde,
ball if he
Turam,
can get
Turam,
there.
Turam.
He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof
Mogu da
that
mi
this
da gol.
team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Ajde,
That
Gert,
looks a
ajde,
decent
Gert,
ball.
ajde, Gert.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Ja znao sam da će... Jebem ti mamu.
Marmouche.
Kako glupo nekad odradi.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
On još gluplji jebate no ja.
Looking for options for movement.
A zašto je
And
to
they've got red.
radio? Zašto je šuta desnom nogom?
Saliba. Xavi Alonso. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Pele.
A ne, što si stao? Što si
Calafiori
stao?
gets rid without sophistication.
Video sam te duže, si prošli, ti staneš.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Could be danger here. He
Znaš.
might be in here.
Ali zato je Nesta tu to lepo izjebe.
And the shot.
Bravo ček.
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
PSV are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 6, Massaro.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 20, McAllister. Coming on the field, number 13, Hazard. Number
Some really good ball movement.
Kako mi se pojavi ovako,
Hazard.
Here's Ray Dewey.
And this is Marmouche. All the way back. Howson does really well there. He is strong. Dewey.
Tako je, sad smo svi
Now it's
ispali
Hazard. He's got away.
i se mora Mateus ide nazad,
Oh, now
ali ne
here's
može.
it. And a chance! Threads one in. Now it's Nedved. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. That's good defending, very good
Yeah.
defending.
Ja budalo će
Great
se
running on
uštom
show
gol.
here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely shaped ball.
Ajde, ajde, Pele,
Couple of goals between
jebate.
the sides, and it's still
Yeah.
early in the second half.
On me okrenu. Ali ovo je...
Dewey. Xavi Alonso. He's away.
Neće ići.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Dewey. Defending was strong and firm. That has been cut short.
A ima visoke, brate, nazad. Imamo jedan.
Madueke.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality.
Face to... He's having a shot!
Samo ti izvoli sa golmanom.
Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply
Preda.
breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively
minut,
know
60.
when the ball was going to be
Ajde.
delivered, and he got it right.
Ovako će Zola. Del Piero bi mogao mjesto Menige. Gjerk bi mogao da izađe umjesto Alvareza. Ovaj bi mogao tu. I gospodin Sedor može ovdje. 105, da, to je to. Ajde. Ili će sad jednostavno preda. Hoće li gospodin predati, Pitanje je sad...
Substitution for Arsenal,
Opa, nije predao.
number 8.
Ali ovo je, bravo
We
momčino.
have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Xabi Alonso.
PSV find a position of real strength now.
15,
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Drilled in low.
Oh,
He's quick to get it clear again.
The attendance
Seedorf
match was
is someone so often referred to as the defender's
vidi
defender.
ovo, vidi ovo.
That's a cute ball. Played into space out wide. And he's intervened well there. Arsenal with the corner. They're first. Shapes to shoot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
O, neće ovo stići.
And he's managed to get rid.
Ko je ovo? Enzo.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's ruffled a few feathers,
Tako je,
but
bro.
well dealt with.
Će šutam ja, pa šta bude, bude.
And that's off target.
Del
No,
Piero
that's
has
bullshit.
totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Zubimendi. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Zola. Chance!
A
Well, he
jebo
got
ga
rid because he
ti,
was under pressure.
Alvarez.
Out to the right. And it's gone back to the keeper. Check. A keeper with complete command over his defence. Zubimendi.
Tako, brat.
It's a throw-in. Zubimendi. Picked out brilliantly. Thuram gets across to intercept that.
Mislio sam. Kako?
Oh,
Kako?
number
Sam
three
je
coming
objasni kako, ali opet.
Thuram getting this one clear.
Vidio.
He has found the way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Soboslai is eyeing up his options in the middle. He's being urged to shoot, and he's gone backward here. Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space.
Zašto ovako loše dodaje, jebote Zola?
And it's Doué.
Me jeba
Tries to
Zola.
pass it through.
Znači, ovo.
Distributed tidily. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's
Ide
Del
Del
Piero.
Piero.
He is through here. Can he finish?
Evo ti ga na.
He scores!
Evo ga, 3-0.
Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
A,
Del Piero tries a shot.
Del Piero!
It's in.
4-0.
And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even
Na
worse out there
Anfieldu
if
je
they're not
MUP
careful.
PSV vodi 5-0, izvini, 5-0 protiv Arsenala.
Lovely pass. but
Oni
can he get
mrtvi,
there?
Arteta ne zna šta će da uradi. Zajebo ga.
Hazard has it in a wide position.
Uuuu, ja se zajebam.
Shot, surely! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Kakav muk, kakav muk na Anfieldu, ali Čeh brani.
And he's there to belt it away.
89. minut, evo ulazimo 90. 5-0. PSV ipak pokaza
Now it's
svoju
Madueke.
sigurnost.
Szoboszlai.
Evo ga Soboslaj, ali ništa od toga, ne može Čarma ništa da uradi. Još jedan out za ekipu Arsenala, može i zadnji, jer ima još 6 minuta produžetka. Oho,
Oh, he's been caught napping.
ali ništa od toga.
Has a look.
Sedorf
plays
ide,
it
baca
forward.
naprijed prema Alvarezu. Zola,
to
hoće
play
mu
it
dodati,
through.
hoće evo ga on.
Alvarez in
Listen.
acres of space out wide.
Ali Alvarez je zajeba sa stvar,
Hazard.
sramota da ga bude. Majka mu 100% nije ponosna.
Not the most accurate pass.
Vraćamo golmanu, šut naprijed, 95. minut, 96.
No, he's not getting past him there.
Ništa.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Prva utakmica u trećoj
PSV
diviziji,
looking
prva
by
pobjeda.
any yardstick formidable.
5-0, Laganica. Laganica. 40 pojena sam za ovo dobio. Bih. Nikako ne to, znači ako je 40. Au. Au. Ajde vidimo sad sljedeći koliko ćemo. Koga ćemo da dobijemo? Kosta. Mnogo pametno. Da vidimo kakav Kosta ima tim. Sve mogu bi ja jedan put crvene da igram. Evo te evo te plavi. Ja ću crvene. Pa dobro. Ok, solidan tim. Ima Kana na golu. To je zajebano. Tako da možda i ne pane toliko puno golova. Ima i Zagi napred, dobro je malo. Ja nema pojma, Rodri, zada ta kartica je dobra. Ovo baš i nije neka kartica. Eto i 200, 300. Pa nemam pojma. Sad uštelio, tako da može i dobije po pički.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Ovo neki
So
naš
off
je.
we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Azar! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ne.
Zanetti,
Mislim
nicely shaped
da-
ball.
joj.
Pele could try cutting inside here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to
Jaj,
take
kako
any
se
risks.
zajebo. Mislim da
Picked
neće.
out brilliantly. Charge, surely! And had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd
Niko
expect
Kovač
that,
se
but at
drži
least
za
there's
svoju
plenty of appreciation
posljednju
for what was a
konstantno, ovdje
genuinely
moji
fine
šta
effort.
je ovo, šta se ovo dešava, šta ja maš. Ne znam da igram na kom stadionu, nisam ni vidio.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nedved. Look at this. Goes for a shot!
Jeben ti mater kako
Well, that
brani.
wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
PSV really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Ovo Bergamo, verovatno.
Atalanta have
Yeah.
the chance to go the other way.
O jebote, ovo je sve živo brani. Ludi kan.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, well played. And he's quick to
Yeah.
get it clear again. Filippo
brate.
Inzaghi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Played into space out wide. Oh, that's
Kako ga
fabulous.
prođe, ovaj se ginja jebote.
Drives it in. Beckenbauer gets it away. First quarter of an hour gone. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Pele!
Zajebo me, bravo.
Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Pele really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Uzivo što je prošlo za neti, ovo je mali.
Played
Mrtvi je
in,
mali.
and the keeper gets his hands on it.
Dobro, 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 znam da igra dečko. Ali
Either side
nema
yet able
nažalost
to
dobru
force a
ekipu, to je
breakthrough
problem.
here. Oh, that's a key interception. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Rummenigge. Deep cross.
Kako ovo nije prošao?
Serginho gets good distance on it. Tries
Šutaj!
a shot.
Šutaj!
Rummenigge!
Šutaj pre, tako
Truly
je!
a man who will pass the
Evo,
test of
magnifico.
time. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy.
Apsolut
And
jam.
PSV have the lead.
1-0.
Gorgeous.
1-0.
Gorgeous.
0
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how
Rummenigge.
easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
PSV are in front now. The game's only
Kako
goal.
su ovako raspada
It's so
ekipa?
often the case with goal scorers.
He's been taken down, and the referee has
Pa
pointed at
nemoj
the
to.
spot.
Pa nemoj to.
PSV have themselves a chance
Ovo nije
from
dobro
the
žuti, ja
spot.
mislim.
The chance to pull further clear.
E sad, ko da šuta? On je Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Ah,
That
bravo,
is
bravo.
some save from Khan. No, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
That has been knocked clear. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
A koje greške i
And
na
Dijk
jednoj i na
clears.
drugoj strani.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodri. That has been slung wide. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Serginho.
O jebat, svako
And
se
they've got a
zblokira.
throw.
Predo. A, nije. Šta
And
to?
if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
Moram da mu dam još jedan gol.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now.
Jo, jebote
He's in
komentator.
space and looking for
Da mi ovako
options.
kaže.
Now, can they get him away?
Mrtvi
Serginho's
komentator.
cross.
Mrtvi komentator.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance. Decent
Jebem
enough
ti
try.
Femil.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Znači, mora biti desno tamo da pravam. Ajde, evo ga ti Stokiću, kako se već prezivaš.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 18. Hazard. Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Mateus, and he's picked it up out wide, lofted in,
Jebote,
and that's
niko
been
nije
well
bio
dealt
tamo.
with.
Niko.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nedved gets into some space. Rodri tries to clear. And that is expertly dealt
Mislim da
with.
sam Mateus odobred.
McAllister. He has found the way through. Gets a good foot in there. Searching pass he's played there. Dani Olmo. Nedved aims beyond the defence.
Neće se pokrene, jebote.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Pa to
There's
je...
plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
PSV are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Chance for a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Has another go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van Dijk with the
Da,
clearance.
znači, moram po zemlji. Ovaj Hadži Diouf, brate, dosadan lik.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Rodri getting this one clear. No, again, there's no way through. Oh, good take in a good area.
Ne možeš ono to da šutne, pa
A
to je to.
reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nedved. It's
Ajde,
run
Nedved,
loose
ajde.
here.
Jebote. Bravo, Nedved.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot!
Bravo. Kako mi lepo
Tries to get it
izblokirao,
clear.
ali over.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there.
Bukvalno.
What great defending.
Now he's got space here. He's having a shot! And yes, it's
Bravo, Pele.
there!
A Pele, ne veš ti to.
And look what it means to them. This is a position
može,
of
brate, stisnuo sam
genuine
ti i
strength
gotovo.
now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a
Slušaj, Zanetti,
fine
36
finish.
godina,
Yeah, he
ovdje
won
ima
the
kao
jostle, and
kartica,
it was a
ali
very
je
good
ipak
finish. And I
Zanetti,
think he'll
Zanetti.
go away feeling pretty good
Što bi
about
imao
that one.
Carlos od 23, na primjer 24 godine kartica.
PSV are now luxuriating in a two. He's tried one!
Opa, malo muda proradila.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Kako nije do Pela došao. Bravo.
Mateus,
Ajde.
and it's made its way to him. Oh, looks like he's been taken out
Evo
there.
penal.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards
Numero 4.
Nešto,
to
ajde,
further
jer.
improve their position of comfort.
Numero 14.
Pa ne mogu, brate, ne možeš dva puta mi
And
odbraniš.
they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
PSV find a position of real strength now. He's through, it's Pele! Yes! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And that really is so impressive.
Numero 16. Viene sostituito con il numero 5.
Ako nije Pela.
And that's
Brother.
it.
Šteta.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beck.
Iza sam dobio 30 poena. Za 5-0, za 4-0. Jaj, ajde dobro. Šteta, tam bio promijenio. Samo moram jednu da izgubim, to je 100%, pitanje vremena. Ajde da vidimo šta kaže. Okej, znači... Pa, nemam pojma. Ajde, sad ću malo crno, mijenjamo svaki put. Dobro, sad Kapela mi je da okej. Inače, verovatno ide Rikard na bijelo ili na Osimeha nekog. Evo sad ja mislim da je to... Da, ide na Osimeha. Adams, McKinney, znači ima 3 centralna beka. Ovak ješ mogu čekati da igra i 10 beka, ali... 103, 102, 101. Znači ima visoke nazad, to je sad problem. Okej. I ko je tamo beše? Raul ili što? Oho, no ja ću malo posle ostavio.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
He's tried one!
Nedved, ajde Nedved. O, kako ga ne stigne.
Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Pirlo. Iniesta. He won't be happy with that one. Rummenigge. That's been slipped through. And the shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Galatasaray are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pelé threads one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And they're back on the ball again. He's had a shot! Oh,
Ovo je bila njegova pozicija, jebote.
Not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. PSV leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Osimhen. Good ball, good take. He's through, it's 1-on-1. Thuram gets it clear. That's the throw.
Joj, si glup kurac.
And it's Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Pirlo.
Ja, kao da nešto mi da lagan go. Kukala
That's
ti
ruffled a
majke.
few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a cute ball.
Okej, nije mogao da prođe. Nice.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely aimed pass. Rummenigge.
Ne može...
But he's made sure that's not getting through.
A bio je stigo jebote.
PSV do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well,
Ne
of
to,
course.
Gledaj. I ne može
Saka
se
still
zaustaviti od ovaj
climbs up
napad,
big.
naravno.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Lovely, now then.
Kako nije šuto? Što nije
There's a
šuto
lot
odmah
to
iz
the
prve?
possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Znači to da me košta. Vidio.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that could set him on his way. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Iniesta. Mateus.
Čape Iniesta kad je Nesta tu.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. He's being urged to shoot.
Brate, šta je ovo
Iniesta.
sad? bre?
Saka. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Neće niko da mu priđe.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And here's Iniesta. The
Dobro.
pressing's intense, and
Nedved
it's paid
stiže
off.
to.
Well, that's good defending.
to da
He
radiš, ali
squeezed the
dobro.
play and he gave
Nice.
him no chance to get on the turn.
Iniesta.
A ne bi ovaj dodao, pa to
And
ti.
here's Iniesta.
Evo,
Goes
sad
looking
će ovdje mi
wide.
da go.
Fires it in low.
Šta ja radim, šta ja
Pirlo
radim.
plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Good ball over the top.
Šta izlaćeš,
And
pičko
into the
jedan?
grateful arms of the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kako ne, znači neće da prođe lopta, pa da me jebeš neće da prođe lopta.
Now he's got space here.
Šuta jebote.
And that's caused a worry or two.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Ne, vidio. Neće da odreaguje i gotovo.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Možeš ga jebat.
Zanetti concedes a free kick for that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Osimhen. And here's Iniesta.
Evo sad će
Shot
go.
could be on.
Sad će go.
Now who's going to be first
Ajde,
to
trči
this?
Zanetti.
Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
PSV leading 1-0 at the break.
Kako?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
PSV definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave your...
Just the goal. Osimhen!
Mamu ti jebem.
Taken with
Ne bi ga
style.
niko stigao do ovih mojih.
Galatasaray are back in business. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Vidi ovo.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence.
Vidi ovo.
Pinches it off him.
Zašto tu?
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Nedved.
Ne može ovaj, brate, znači...
We're in for an intriguing second half
Kada-
now.
evo,
Contrasting
šta ste-
moods that could reverse in a flash.
Tako je, bravo, bravo.
Goal! Galatasaray!
Ja ne bude verujem.
And the comeback is complete.
Ovo je divno.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming.
Pa
and he has
neće da
every
doda,
right to
brate,
be.
meni
You can't
kasni
win
jebeni
football matches
internet.
if you give the ball away like that.
Galatasaray get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager
Pitch
seems to
player
have them
number
always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ne može, brate, jebeni Pele.
Rummenigge. Now it's Pele.
Ajde, Pele, pa
And he's been shifted
pođi.
off it.
Vidi ovo.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually
Ne može,
you
ne
might just
može
get
ovo.
that
Sad
little
ovaj
break.
brat igra
Well, they're
kod
looking
ima
a whole lot more urgent now.
They just
190
need to sort
jebate.
out their end product and quickly.
It's Nedved! And that's off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Jebem ti mamu mrtvu. To što sam znao da će, znači ovo mora ovako to da bude. No, ne zna da izbaci. Jedino još vremena da ga stigne.
Substitution for PSV, number 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 6, Peeler. Number 8, Matthew.
Daj, pa nema njemu jebate.
Number 23,
Engages and forces him off the ball.
number 19,
And that's put paid to a
Ah,
promising
vad
move.
druž.
number 15, Del Piero. Number 20,
Nedved is looking to influence the game from out wide. Big chance!
Evo ti 2-2 mamu ti jebem.
That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
I to još prvi gol je dao,
A
brate.
horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong
Pa što
pressing
ovo
wave.
sad dešava, majku ti jebem.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's
Nije
become.
ovo još gotovo.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's running
Video.
through.
Galatasaray clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Fernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Ne tu!
And it's Zanetti. It's a good run down the
Ne,
left-hand
ne,
side.
on neće da doda, to je pravo.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Jo, šta promaši?
Oh no,
Oh,
that could be a
šta
costly
sad
miss.
promaši?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Ajde, Sedov!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Evo ga.
Galatasaray are looking to go forward now.
Kako neće nijedna lopta da ide na meni?
Now it's Neymar. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, ne.
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Seedorf. And he plays one through. Zola! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Zola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And the keeper beats it away. Oh, what a ball! Zola.
Što nisi šuto, jebem ti mamu, mrtvu.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Adams gets a foot in here. Del Piero. And the shot!
Jebi se Zola,
Big relief,
brate.
it just needed
Šta
better
si sad
contact.
ispromašiva, majko ti jebem. Postala napeta utakmica. Koliko je 4 minuta? Ajde, trebam još sam jedan napad. Jedan dobar napad, ajde.
Nedved goes on a charge down the left. Looking for options for movement.
Ne, to opet ovaj mrtvi Zola.
Ribery. Lewandowski. Oh, that's a key interception. Just eases him off the ball.
Ne može da doda on,
And
eto, u
it's
90
Neymar.
minuti, ne može da doda loptu.
That pass has been well intercepted. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show.
Nevjerovatno. Ja da mogu samo ono pobjedim, samo da je Zola teo da šuta normalno. Što ima Zika, Vinicius, Rumenige, dobro. Messi, Vieira, dobro. Ovo je već bolje. Dida mu na gol. Gdje je dobio Dido, majku ti je. Ali sada Resta. Pa dobro, ovaj Messi je dobar, to znam. Vinicius nisam ljubitelj njega. Thuram je dobar isto. Prizio. Ajde. Pa GT, pa sam kuta Maldini Vieira, to je bilo... Čekaj, ćemo malo drugačije. Ima još i Bađija i Ovena. Livaja. Ima dobar tim.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pelé. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kako direktno u noge Vjeri.
No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Great vision. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way, and Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Beckenbauer and Mateus. There will be a throw-in.
Ne gleda ovaj uopšte.
Rummenigge.
Evo sad će gol, sad će gol.
Tries to play it through. Oh, what a ball! Oh, shooting chance!
Što promaš.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Howson spots it and intercepts. PSV so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there.
Bravo.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Što neće
Well,
on
it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Ali zašto ne može isprve, to mi ne jasno.
Now it's Zico.
Vidio. Iber otišao u offset. Out, pa.
Nesta. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pelé.
Ne.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's had it nicked away. He's had a shot!
Pusti me da mu šuta malo, je.
Pirlo cuts out the pass. Pirlo running with the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Malo tira. Bro.
Goes looking wide. Played back in. He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot. And Czech pulls off a sensational save.
Šta mu skinem sad čekaj, bote, bravo.
Milan with the corner. There
Evo se
first.
treće što sam ga dobio.
Messi with the short one. Now it's Messi. And a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Knocks it into space. And he's straight offside. Over to the left. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Ne može ovaj ga stigne,
Well, the
jebi.
defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Vidio. Jebem li ti mam.
Probing pass. Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
Ali to je za neti.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And a chance!
Kako šuta jebate.
And he's opted for the long pass. Mateus. Pele.
Ne može.
The pass has gone astray. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Check. A keeper with complete command over his defence.
Šteta.
Nedved. And it's Pirlo. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's found a way past.
On ne bi šutao jebate.
Can he get it through? No, it's Zico.
Kurac, evo
It's a
ga.
nicely shaped ball. Rummenigge. Can he finish? He's delivered all right.
That couldn't have been
Da,
a more
da.
potent injection of belief for this team. Top.
And that'll be the final
Good
action
for
of the
Matterino.
first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Pa dobro, tako se sad trenutno igra. Takva je taktika u pitanju. A jebat ćemo mamu, samo da dobijem jednu šansu.
PSV can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Can he
Jebem ti mam.
finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ti dam go.
Point blank header!
Jebat ovo
That
nemaš
was
to da
no
uvatiš
routine
živu.
save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Ajde,
Not quite
Rumenige,
sure who got the final touch,
jebote.
but it will be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Takes a shot!
O jebote, kako mi se život... Kako ima lik sreće, ja ne mogu da...
PSV get their fourth corner.
Ne, nisam dobro.
Keeper's dealt with that. Shapes to shoot!
Ne moš...
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Nedved does well to get it back. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Pele, Rummenigge. Oh, important interception.
Zašto, brate? Znači, ja kad hoću da mu doda po zemlji, on doda po visini. Malo je nekad...
And this is Pele. Pinches it off him.
Vidio. Kako
Well, that
lik
was well
ima
positioned and
sreće.
well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Jebem ti materi mrtvu konekciju i Ukendor.
Out towards the flank. Zico!
Hoćeš kurac, moj tako da mi daš.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly,
Video.
Peter, that's for sure.
Rummenigge is having a shot. He scores.
Možemo jebat mater.
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
It's just beyond his reach. Mateus.
Oh, really well played.
Clipped into space. Now the ball in. They're up to 5 corners now. Shoots! They've scored! Just 1 goal in it now. Game on!
Nema veze, sad je 2-1, polako. Imamo još šanse. Samo moram da odigram ovo. Sad ovo moram pametno da odigram. Ne mi je sad... Enzo. Ništa. I counter attack mi treba biti gospodin Alessandro. I linka play off. Jer nijem nažalost.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
To tačno kasni
Played
internet
through for him, and he welcomes it in.
Kurac.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ajde, pa ne, nećeš da go.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves
Što si
the
stao,
contest.
brate? Što si stao za neti?
Has a look and plays it forward. That is ended up in no man's
Gdje on
land.
dodaje, gdje on dodaje,
Nicely
gdje on
weighted
dodaje?
ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
A što toliko mu treba da doda?
And it's Messi. Oh, no joy this time. Nesta can get it clear. And here's Messi.
Oduže,
Strong
bolji
running down
sam
that
od
left
ovoga.
flank.
Ide do
Now, can they
puta.
get him away?
Uš, pičku materinu.
Dida claims
Femti
comfortably.
mater, internetu i svemu.
PSV really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might
Video,
just take
video.
off from here.
Vidi sranje. Neće mi se pretvori igrača
Big
pogledati.
chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh,
Hey,
what
hey, hey,
a stunning
what's up?
save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And it's been taken short. And here's Messi. Now it's Lopez. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's really well manoeuvred.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off.
My
Offence
God,
is the best form of defence.
Out of play for a goal kick. Searching pass he's played there.
As you see,
For a moment you thought that was going
now
somewhere,
playing
but they'll have to go again.
Division on eFootball. Oh, pretty good for now.
Maldini gets across to intercept that.
Oh, jebem ti mamu. I'm trying to
That's been cut out, well played.
win this game, but
5
unfortunately
minutes left on the clock.
my connection
Sent
is
off.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
pretty bad. So I have lagging. I have
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
Ah, man.
Delivered with swing. Fermin. That ball
Video,
looks a good
video,
one.
video.
Fernandez gets through on his own.
That's just playing it safe
Kakva
and
pička
simple.
jebate.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Last chance, perhaps.
Ajde.
PSV with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Šta si na koji kurac pitao ne
Yeah, the
dosta
jostling
si
for
ne stav.
position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Tu
Got
nije
that
bilo
quite
nikoga.
right. Fernandez, and this is Del Piero.
Šutaj Del Piero. Bravo.
So that's it. It is all over. PSV were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just...
Dobro. Dve pobjede, jedna nerešena i jedna izgubljena. Nice. Da vidimo. Čekaj, nisi ni vidio. Igrao sam u crvenim, aj sad ćemo crvene onda. Dobro, nek ostane tako. Kick quarantine. Okej. Dobro, solidan tim, ja. Ovo se neke Turke jebate uzima. 4 Turčina napred, pa super. Kokču je okej. Ovo Yilmaz ne znam kakav je. Joj, ajde. Mora bi ovo pobedim jebika. Bude 3-1-1.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against PSV.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Besiktas have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Ovo će biti crveni.
No second thought,
yeah.
a straight red card.
Bravo, idiote glupi.
Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Pirlo! He went for the curler.
Mnogo fala. Ovaj, brate, nešto malo brže igra, a? Ali nedovoljno. Kako ovo nije,
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Besiktas ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Što
Pele is
neće?
alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And no, that was never going to make it. That has not gone well. That's a cute ball. Oh, that was vital.
Pa što jebote animacija od
Has a
25
shot!
minuta.
And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Serginho. And it's Kukçu. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates.
Vidio.
It's beyond the defence.
No,
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nedved looking for a runner. McAllister gets across to intercept that. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous.
kako nije.
Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Pele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Zanetti. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Nedved. Can he finish? Off the post. Fair
Jebote,
attempt, just the wrong
stativa da
outcome.
ti jebala
Well, that's just
stativa.
unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and one more try!
O jebote. Sve mi izblokirao.
Burak Yilmaz is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Just eases him off
Bravo,
the ball. Mateus charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish?
Bravo.
Decent enough try. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Kukçu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's having a shot!
Gdje ga dade lik?
Goal, PSV! And PSV have the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
PSV, Rummenigge!
Malo to.
Split-second reaction.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
PSV with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's opted for the long pass. Goes for the shot!
Jebote, to je...
Just
Dobro,
too
dobro.
much, fractions.
Dobar to
Well, I
žal.
think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Tako je.
And they're back on the ball again.
Vidio.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Valverde cuts it out.
A je ovo, brate, bilo.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. PSV looking to go into the break, 1-0 up.
Ne,
Kokcu.
brate.
PSV have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
This looks promising. Good shoots! McAllister. Kilitshoy. Rummenigge. Can he get it through? Big chance!
Rummenigge 2-0.
And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Dobro. Ju jebote, još mi dosta fali, pičku. Rang 64.000. Nice. A dok je do 34. A tek je počelo. Bude bar 100.000. Pa će biti lakše. I da bi onog gira sjedin kakav je. Ajde sad vidim, da li će biti izgubljena ili pobjeda. Bome. Ovo je bio top, ovo je bio u prvoj diviziji, vidite to. Nije zebancija. Nije zebancija. Što sam se igrao u crnim, jel? Ajde, uzet ću ovako ove, onda ćemo ove. Kakav je tim? Oooo, Boston i Vjeri. Bome zajeban tim. Zajeban napad. Cannavaro dole, Adams i Joško Vadijelo. Pa Cannavaro, Kahn, Adams, zajebani Rikard isto. A ovaj su vete onako, posljednji igrači, ništa specijalno. Ovaj zna da igra, čim je bio u prvoj diviziji.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Great vision. And here's Neymar. And he's there to get it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there. Just the goalkeeper, Rummenigge! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only...
There's the shot!
Ovo mi Maradona jebote.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That has been cut short. And it's Nedved. And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Floated through. Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's the type that always fancies himself, Peter, in these situations, and with very good reason.
Sto jedinicu me Maradona, a to je s jednim boostom. Bi mogo da naći Maradona sa 2 boosta,
There's a
bude
defensive
107.
height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Not the most accurate pass. It's Nedved! Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Knocks it into space.
PSV really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Looking for options for movement.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rummenigge, chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard with the clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Van Basten. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. PSV leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Doué picks it up out wide. Climbs up big! He has done it! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the... Calais! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
He's a sharp little ball. Calais! Goal! PSV! And they're back in front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And the through ball. And he's managed to get free. Haaland is having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Van Basten.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the shot!
Oh,
it's Maradona! That was superb! Superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the counter is on. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Vardiol. Maradona. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vardiol. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Rummenigge has been indicated. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to pass it through.
Šta radi ovaj moj brat?
Deep cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ajde.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
PSV head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are back on the way.
Kako reaguje.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that
No što
goes for a shot!
Ja
Sticks
ne
it
mogu da
away!
verujem koliko ga taj deo na igri.
What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who
Jo
would have seen
stao
this?
jedan
Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Nije fair.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Vidio,
So
20
all
minuta
square
trebamo
and
sopljene.
not for the
Ajde,
first
vršu
time.
pičkom
Well,
materinu.
this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The
Ja,
outcome
bote
should
šta je
all come down to finishing.
ovo?
It's
Jako
a nicely
go.
shaped ball. Now it's Van Basten.
Pa jebem ti
Leicester
mam.
clears it away.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in a great position here. Adams
Ajde, pa
to wear,
pretvori mi se u
and
njega,
it is
jebem ti
reclaimed
mater.
easily. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's the
bravo.
shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Šajse, ti mam umr. Vidi onda trči.
He has found the way through. Oh, super find. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Haaland. Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's lost his man here.
A što nije šuto?
And he's there. Tele!
Šuta, jebem ti mam.
Goal,
Mrk.
PSV! And again they hit the front. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was
Mrtvi
probably
ukidao
past the
pred sa
keeper
najgorom
before he even
konekcijom.
saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Substitution for PSV, number 7, Pele.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Number 6,
De Bruyne proves just a little bit too strong.
number 19,
Fernandes.
number 23.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Ne može
A
da...
lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bravo, sad će go. 3-3, već vidim.
Zanetti can get it clear.
Što je sigurno, sigurno.
This their second corner of the game.
Cristiano je ubacio, pa.
Decent
Vidio.
shot! In he goes again! He's got a
Šta sam
goal!
rekao? Moje bude
And
3-3,
once
znači
more we are
da je
all
veliko lekcija
square.
oko jebe.
You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost, and Seedorf!
Uši, kurac jebem
And
ti
that
mamu
was
mrtvu.
neither one thing nor the other.
Seedorf might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he shoots!
Baš sad će on sve život da odbrani. Pičku materinu.
And it's Nedved.
Da, tako. I sad će on da oduzme jedan napad, da, sad jedan put se on kao probudio, jedan put je on postao najbolji igrač i to, jel? Tamo bre, mamu, ti jebem, sad ću ti dam
That's
4.
just
gol.
playing it safe and simple.
Govno je nasmrdljivo. Ajde, znam da ćeš tu po njemu, Ronaldo, vidim.
That is ended up in no man's land. Played into space.
Tako je,
That's
daj
good vision.
napred.
Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Kako se Seedorfom onda nisam dao. Znači mi da me košta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
A što tako loše
Pass was
dodaješ?
just off target.
Što tako loše dodaješ, jeben li ti family?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Alvarez.
I sad ovaj stiže Marquinhos, stiže Alvarez. Da, Alvarez ide jako sporo, ko kamion. Brži kamion, brate, u leru nego ovaj
Now it's Del
sa
Piero.
loptom. Vidio.
McAllister. Thuram cuts out the pass.
Ide, bravo.
Nedved. And this is Zola.
Tako. Bravo,
Over to the
bravo,
left.
to je to. To je
I think
to,
we might
tu
be
ram
done here,
promaši
Peter.
celu
I
loptu.
don't see there being enough time for them
Nice.
to try again.
A header! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
PSV take the lead. Now
Sad
it's
ćemo
just
mi
a
da
question
tako?
of holding on.
Jel' tako?
There's still a bit left.
Tries a
Tako je,
shot!
pa da.
It's there!
Ne može.
We thought it was over!
On je postao jedan
It's
put,
all square
ne
once more.
divizija 1, nego legendary.
That
On je sad
was
legenda
easy.
postao, jeben li
Almost
ti
too
family
easy.
u pičku da ti jebem.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Vidio?
And there was his third.
Ajde,
and
daj mi
boy,
peti
he
gol, daj mi
looks the
peti gol,
business.
jebem mi
Doesn't
mamu,
he
pičku da
just?
ti jebem.
Well, you had to fancy.
Nije fair.
And we're done. Magic. What a
Kao, ne
magical
mogu,
football match.
nisam mogu da,
And
znači ne
genuine
možeš da...
respect all round.
Kako neka igrica
Your
retardirana.
reflections then.
Pičku mater. Nije izgubljen, sve to okej. Vidio. Da on njemu polako, onako da ja kad tako da loptu meni oduzmi i napravi kontru, jebate. Unbelievable. Opet petnjako trčenje, super. Ne vidim sam kako mu je tim. Dobro. Koja glupost jebate. Koja glupost. Oj, tako jebate, jebate.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership.
Matthäus! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Bravo.
Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Decent chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Matthäus deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Koliko
Koeman
loše
makes the
dodano.
interception. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that.
That's just playing it safe and simple. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rummenigge. PSV leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Can he get it through? And he's made sure that's
Pa
not
zašto
getting
tamo
through.
gdje ja stiskam na dole da ide, on ide skroz... A, man.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rummenigge. Now it's Pele. And he welcomes it in. And there's the shot! Sticks it away!
Ako
And
ja da igram
that
s nekim
is
koji
his
ima lošu konekciju.
50th goal for his current club. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Can he finish? Oh, what a big quick... In he goes again! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Conte. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Sad će predo.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Saviola baci Paul Scholesa. Dobro. Znači ima još vremena da stigne. Znači 45 može dati 2 komada i još 2 da da posle 45. Ima vremena.
Tepe choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
PSV find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kako loš nekad ode.
Alexander-Arnold. PSV have hit a quick-fire double here. Scholes. Now this could be a chance. That's a shade optimistic. Well, there's the clearance. That'll be a throw. Nesta. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Okay. Neće ni...
Saviola was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Kakav je
Nothing wrong with that
Beckenbauer,
tackle.
nekada je...
Ball won cleanly. Not the best distribution from the keeper. 15 minutes till half-time. Now that's well seen too.
PSV have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, just skips past his man.
Brate, nemoš, znači vrati se uvijek jedan.
Looking for the run. Pirlo calmly anticipates. Some resolute defending there. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Kako neće nekada prođe. A to Mateus najbolje vete dao.
Shot could be on.
Evo.
Can he finish?
On samo vete prošao pored njega.
Samo je prošao pored njega. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So is this the start of a comeback? Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Pele! Aimed beyond the defence. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Danger averted for now. Now it's Saviola. And it's Fernando Torres. Pass is just off target. He can get that clear. Scholes. Pirlo takes control of it and he's on the move. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And And with that, he takes home the match ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
PSV are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
PSV lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. And the second half gets underway. That's an imaginative pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Viš kako mu treba, čovječe, da doda...
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ball's out once more. Ball driven towards the far post. Leicester tries to clear. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in, and he whips. Big header! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Götze have their second corner now. He's tried one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good take in a good area. That'll be a corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Götze have the chance to go the other way.
Good, yeah, Logano.
And it's going to be another one. It's their second corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Götze are looking to go forward now. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Howson getting this one clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pelé gets through on his own, tries a shot! They've scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Sve mogu saniruje, kako već. Sad da će predati. A nije substitution. A Lover, bravo majstori.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. PSV are having a ball here. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Nedved cuts out the pass. Zola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get him away? Zola.
Ne može on iz prve, to je problem.
No way through. Nicely shaped ball. Nedved looking to run onto it.
Ne može ovaj da mu uzme loptu, jebote, ne može.
That's really well cleared. Now it's Olise. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Kako se sad zajebao, jebote, kako sam glup sad ispao.
Saviola. And he's intervened well there. And it's Seedorf. Just about up to 75 minutes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Thuram clears. Applies the finish! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
And he's there to belt it away. Out to the right. Now it's Alvarez. Seedorf's delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Olise. Nedved. And here's Zola. Alexander-Arnold threads one in. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the header!
Bra.
What about that from Fernando Torres? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Good to pay. Grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. Howson gets a foot in here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
A što je to
Alexander-Arnold
prekinuo?
concedes a free kick for that.
Šta
He
je
knew what was coming.
prekinuo?
That's a yellow card.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, sudija, da
Oh, no,
bog,
he's got that wrong.
da se telefon prebacio na
Oh, the
kinesko
whistle's
slovo.
gone. What's he given? PSV have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Ne može sebe, sve se
PSV
odbilo.
are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in!
Del Piero dva
And the
pomada, brate,
headlines
za
continue to get
razlika
darker and
minut.
darker.
Well, it's a goal fest,
Jebi ga.
and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's
Ovo još
Raul.
napada, jebate.
Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Searching pass he's played there. And this is Del Piero.
Evo.
And there goes the final whistle. PSV looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly
Dan
enjoyable to
šuteva,
watch
10 je
and
bilo na
clearly
target.
so together. That was a terrific day for them.
123 pasa.
Your
za
reflections then, Jim.
84.
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
30 pojena sam dobio, pa 4-2-1. Ja, mislim da je to okej. Koliko već streamujem? 2 sata, dobro.